accounts of the sanitary condition of the baths and of our town. Therefore, I'd like to propose that the meeting does not permit the medical officer either to read or to comment on his proposed lecture. Under your seats, you will find pamphlets by the Mayor Peter Stockman. With all the essential facts put in a simple way so that everyone can easily form their own opinion. From it, you will find that the main result of the doctor's proposals is to saddle the taxpayers with a heavy rate of some thousands of pounds. How do we feel about that?
The mayor's motion is now put to a vote.
There's no need. Tonight I have no intentions of dealing with the infection in the baths or the tanneries at Mulldale. I have something different to say. Am I allowed to speak?
Dr. Stockman will address the meeting.
I've thought a great deal these last few days, so much that my head seemed too full to hold a thought. But I got them clear in my mind at last, and I see the situation now, lucidly. That's why I'm standing here tonight. What I have to say to you is bigger than our water supply being poisoned, or our medicinal baths standing on polluted soil. I've come to the discovery that all the sources of our town life are poisoned, and the whole fabric of our community is standing on polluted soil of falsehood.
I ask the speaker to moderate his language.
I've always loved my town. I was not very old when I moved away, and my memories cast a halo over both the town and its inhabitants. I never forgot my native town while I was up north. I was like an eider duck brooding on its nest, and what I hatched were the plans for these ideas, of these baths. And when I finally got the great happiness of coming home again, I thought I had nothing more to wish for. Blind to the facts, I reveled in happiness. But yesterday afternoon, my eyes were open, and I finally saw the colossal stupidity of the town's authorities.
I ask the speaker to moderate his language.
It's very petty of you to catch me on my word, Mr. Sloxon. What I mean is that I finally saw the piggishness of our councilman responsible for at the baths. I don't know how I didn't see these men for what they were before. After all, I almost daily saw an excellent specimen. My brother, Peter, a slow-witted and bound and prejudiced. Very well. No more about our leading men. It is my greatest pleasure to see these parasites leading their way to their own extinction. They're not the most dangerous thing in our community. The most dangerous thing to truth and freedom is the compact majority, is the people. Now you know.
I ask the speaker to withdraw these ill-considered expressions he has just used.
It is the people that prevent me from speaking the truth. The majority never has right on its side. The majority has might on its side. Unfortunately, I am in the right. I and a few other scattered individuals. I propose to end the lie that the majority has a monopoly on the truth. What sort of truth does the majority have a monopoly on? Truth so old that they're beginning to break up? And if the truth is that old, it's well on its way to becoming a lie.
It appears to me that Dr. Stockman has traveled a long way from his subject.
I'm sticking as closely to my subject as I can. In a house that doesn't get aired or swept, Catherine says you have to scrub the floor, but that's debatable. In a house that doesn't get air, people lose the capability of acting or thinking morally. Lack of oxygen weakens the consciousness. I think there's a great lack of oxygen in very many houses in this town.
I move that the speaker sit down.
I will shout it in the streets. I will write in other towns' newspapers. The whole country will know what's going on here.
It appears to me that the speaker's intention was to ruin his town.
I'd rather ruin my town than see it be poisoned like this.
A man must be a public enemy to wish to ruin a whole community.
Why keep a community living if it lives off lies? At this rate, you'll infect the whole country, and if that happens, I say from the bottom of my heart, let the whole country die.
He's an enemy of the people!
Okay. This meeting declares that it considers Dr. Thomas Stockman, medical officer of the baths, to be an enemy of the people.
Enemy!
What was that you said about the tanneries a while ago?
They're the source of all the filth in the water.
My tannery too?
Your tannery is the worst by far.
Are you going to put that in papers?
I cannot lie to the people.
Thomas, dear, let's go out the back way.
No back ways for me, Catherine. Catherine, look, I found another one.
There'll be more, I expect.
Maybe I'll keep these stones as mementos. One can look at them every day. Maybe one day you can inherit them. Have you heard about the repairman about the windows?
He said he didn't know if he'd be able to make it today. Oh, his letter for you.
Of course.
Who's it from?
Medical, the landlord. A notice of eviction.
Such a nice man.
He doesn't like doing it, but doesn't dare do otherwise, on account of his fellow citizens and public opinion. He's in a dependent position. Doesn't want, angering certain influential men. Catherine, we're gonna get out of this town. What, do you expect me to stay in a place? You saw them last night. They're out of their minds. And look at this.
The best pair you had.
You should never wear your best trousers to fight for freedom and truth. I'm gonna get out of this town.
So this is it? You leave everything you've ever known?
Would you have me stay Here? I mean, it may not be better anywhere else. Everywhere we go, the compact majority and public opinion will follow. If only there was some remote forest or a South Sea Island for sale somewhere.
Yes, and what is Morton going to eat on the island?
Would you rather the boy grow up in a society like this?
What else can you do?
Then get out of here. I saw them last night. They were out of their minds.
Of course, the things you said might have had something to do with it.
These people go around calling themselves reasonable and moderate.
Back from school already?
Yes, I've been given my notice of dismissal. Miss Busk. She gave me my notice, and so I thought it was best to go at once.
Who would have thought, Miss Busk?
Miss Busk isn't a bit like that. It hurt her to do it, but she didn't dare do otherwise, she said. And so I got my notice.
Oh, after the dreadful scenes last night.
And it wasn't only that.
Well,
Listen, she showed me these letters she received this morning.
letters.
Anonymous. Two of them said that a man who has been our guest here was declaring around town that my views on various subjects are extremely emancipated.
You didn't deny that, I hope.
No, you know I wouldn't. Miss Busk's own views are very emancipating when we're alone together. But now that this report about me is being spread, she couldn't keep me on.
Someone's been a guest of ours. That's the return we get for our hospitality.
Pack up as quickly as you can, Captain. The sooner we get away, the better. They called me an enemy of the people, so let me be an enemy of the people. Are you all right? A hateful name. I can't get rid of it. It's sticking here to the pit of my stomach, eating into my corrosive acid. You should only laugh at them, Dad.
I'll change your mind someday.
Will serve them some good. Maybe when they've wallowed in their own filth long enough. Petra, if you don't, I can come home to us. I don't regret it.
Wasn't that something now?
Come in.
You are engaged. In that case, I will.
No, come in.
I wanted to speak to you alone.
We'll go in the sitting room meanwhile.
You may find it a little chilly in here today. Keep your coat on.
Thank you, if I may. I think I caught a cold last night.
Really? That was pretty warm.
I regret it was not in my power to prevent those excesses.
What have you come here to say?
I brought a letter from the committee.
My dismissal?
Yes. Dating from today. It gives us pain to do it, but we dare not do otherwise on account of public opinion.
Did not. I seem to have heard that word often today.
There's a list circulating from house to house. All right-minded citizens are being asked to give up employment. And I can assure you that no head of house will risk refusing their signature.
I'm sure. What then?
It might be best for you to leave town for a little while.
I've already thought of that.
Good. Then when you've had your 6 months to think things over, after mature consideration, you can convince yourself to...
You might give me my position then?
Perhaps. It's not impossible.
But what about public opinion?
Public opinion is an extremely mutable thing. And to be quite candid with you, it's important for us to have some sort of dismissal from you in writing.
I think I told you quite clearly my feelings on the subject.
Your position was different back then. You thought you had the whole town at your back.
Now that I have the whole town on my back.
You are a family. You have no right to behave this way.
There's only one thing a free man has no right to. A free man has no right to soil himself with filth, has no right to be put in a position that would have someone spit in his face.
What do you know about the will of Mr. Keel, your father-in-law?
He's a modest man. His little money will go to some charity.
Most people in town don't realize that Mr. Keel is a fairly wealthy man.
I had no idea.
I suppose you also had no idea that a considerable portion of his wealth will go to your children, you and your husband?
Are you sure?
I have it from a reliable source.
Thank God! Catherine would be provided for, and the children too!
I wouldn't speak so quickly.
Provided for life!
Mr. Keel can alter his will any day he likes.
He wouldn't do that. He was thrilled about me attacking the men in the council.
Oh. That sheds some light on things.
What things?
I see now that this whole affair was a combined maneuver on your part and his. These violent, reckless attacks that you made against the committee in the name of truth,
What are you saying?
they were all the price to pay for that vindictive old man's inheritance?
Peter. You're the most disgusting plebeian I have ever met in my entire life.
All is over between us. Your dismissal is irrevocable. You have a weapon against you now.
Dad, Grandpa's here. He wants to speak to you alone.
Sherman! What can I do for you? Won't you sit down?
You look very comfortable today, Thomas.
Yes, don't we?
Very comfortable. Plenty of that fresh air that you were talking about yesterday. Your conscience must be in good order.
It is.
Do you know what I've got here?
A good conscience too, I hope.
Better than that.
Shears in the bats?
They're not federal events.
And you've been buying?
That's the ways I could pay for.
But consider the bats' affairs.
Be a good doctor. Excuse if the baths on your feet again.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. You saw the town last night. They're out of their minds.
Yesterday you said that the pollution needed for mine families, so my grandfather, my father before me, and I myself had been polluting this planet. We are the hands to death.
There's nothing I can do. It's the truth.
I know what they call me that. That's a word I know. But you know what? They won't call me that because I'm going to limit that including.
And how are you going to do that?
We're going to touch me, Thomas.
Me?
You know what money I'm going to share you? The money that Catherine and anybody have when I'm gone.
And you've thrown away Catherine's money for this?
Yes, all this investment lapse. If you don't understand forever, and if you tell me that you're free that all this one animals came from my tanning, it'll be like stealing Catherine Petra.
Are you crazy?
Are you?
Why couldn't you have consulted me about this before you bought all that trash?
What's done cannot be undone.
I'm telling the truth, Mr. Keel. I really am.
And if you keep saying that, it shows me.
It's possible for science to create some prophylactic or...
Still using the water.
You've thrown away Catherine's money for this? You've ruined me. You've killed all of us.
Then I better go think about what I said, Thomas.
What will happen to Catherine?
You can't see him.
Are you listening to me?
You can't see him, huh?
come into my house?
We have something to say.
Make it quick.
I can understand that you were annoyed with us for our attitude at the meeting yesterday.
Attitude. It was a charming attitude.
We could not do otherwise,
You dared not do otherwise. Is that it?
if you want to put it that way.
But why did you not explain this to us before? Just a hint to Mr. Hofstad or to me
A hint of what?
of what was behind all this?
What do you say?
Your father-in-law going around town, buying up all the shares in the bath.
Yes, he's been buying bath
It
chairs,
would
but
have been less conspicuous for someone else to do it, someone less closely related to you.
You shouldn't have let your name appear in the affair at all. There was no need for anyone to know the attack on the baths came from you, Doctor. You should have consulted me, Dr. Stockman.
oh,
It's better to use a little finesse,
It's
you know.
much better to have several people on a plan like this.
the point, gentlemen.
Well, the fact is, now that we understand the whole affair, we could find it in our reason to put the people's messenger at your disposal.
Yeah. And what then? But aren't you worried about the storm breaking over your heads?
We will try to weather it.
And as soon as your plan has done its work,
You mean as soon as me and my father-in-law have bought up all the shares at low price?
I'm sure your reason for wanting control is mainly scientific.
Of course. We'll tinker with the pipes a little, dig up a bit of the shoreline. It won't cost the town a cent. That'll be all right, won't it?
I suppose so, if you have the people's messenger behind you, of course.
Press is a power in a free community, Doctor.
And so is public opinion. What's in it for you?
There's no stake for us, of course, but the messenger is in shaky condition. We would hate to discontinue the paper when there's so much to report.
Of course, anything for the paper. But I'm an enemy of the people, remember? And if I don't come to the rescue of the paper, it's not easy to get money off us rich people. If I don't come, you'll switch right back, you'll hunt me down.
Every animal must fight for its own livelihood.
And get its food where it can.
Then you can get yours in the gutter.
Doctor!
What are you doing?
Are you crazy?
Just showing our neighbors the way out.
They'll be glad to see us going away, I guess.
Going away? No, we're going to stay here, Catherine.
Stay here?
In town.
Here. This is the battlefield. This is the battlefront. This is where everything will happen. We'll stay here, in town. Everything is happening. Just look at all this sunshine, Catherine. And all this fresh air.
Yeah.
We're drinking it.
Yes, if only you could live on sunshine and spring air, Thomas. We got a holiday.
Not only because these boys were fighting with me, and Mr. One slashed me off.
Warren, you'll never have to step foot in that school ever again.
No more
But
school.
Thomas.
I'll teach you myself. Maybe you won't learn a thing. Hooray. But I'll make a liberal-minded, high-minded man out of you.
I can help with that.
And what will I do when I'm a highway going in?
You'll chase all the wolves out of the country, my son.
Let's hope it's not the wolves that chase you out of the country, Thomas.
Chase me out? Are you out of your mind, Catherine? Now? Chase me out now, when I'm the strongest man in town? Hooray.
The strongest man in town.
Yes. Now I believe I'm the strongest man in the whole world.
Really?
Can't say anything just now, but I've made my greatest discovery yet.
Another one?
It is this. The strongest man on earth is the one that stands most alone.